20 games ago, it's hard to believe, 20 games ago, the Chargers were a mess. They had the 32nd ranked defense in the NFL. Here comes Harbaugh and defensive coordinator Jesse Minter. 20 games later, a few tweaks. It is the stickiest secondary in the league. It's the number one rated defense in the league. And once again, all Harbaugh teams look the same. Big, strong, physical. I mean, Geno Smith isn't great, but 0 for 10 on balls downfield and 3 picks. Geno's better than that. In 2 weeks against the Chiefs and the Raiders, opposing quarterbacks have a 61 passer rating, best in the league. I don't know if they'll be able to keep Jesse Minter, the defensive coordinator. Justin Herbert feels like a perfect fit. Take out the playoff game. In the regular season, the 19 games he's played with Harbaugh, 3 picks. So they're a little bit like Philadelphia. They've got their star quarterback. They've got their offensive coach. Joe Alt has not surrendered a sack or even a pressure. They're just a big, massive, physical team, kind of the opposite of Miami. Miami hired an offensive coach. It's all flash, no steak. This is all substance. Tough and physical. I mean, Keenan Allen, 33 years old, still delivering on third down. So they just squeeze you. Herbert doesn't make any big mistakes. He'll make 1 or 2 huge throws. They are the opposite of the team that Jim Harbaugh took over. Powerful, predictable, physical. And it's why Justin Herbert, by the way, small-town Oregon kid. You don't get any ego. He just wants to win. He lives in L.A. and hides. We don't see him anywhere. He's super quiet. And it's just perfect for Harbaugh. Like Harbaugh would struggle with a quarterback that needed constant attention or needed validation. Herbert's very secure in who he is. And listen, the offense, it feels like they're probably a receiver shy. Ladd McConkey's their one. Quentin Johnson's their big play receiver. It feels like Keenan Allen's been the most valuable. Could they use another receiver? We don't know if Mario Hampton, Najee Harris, it's good. It hasn't been spectacular. But as Harbaugh said after the win over the Raiders, it is all about this defense.
Yeah, this team is so fascinating to me right now. You guys know I'm mega high on Justin Herbert and the Chargers and Harbaugh, and it just really does show you what coaching does and how when you bring in a guy who knows what he is doing, how fast things can change and how amazing you can be. Like a Justin Herbert, you need a coaching staff around you. You need a defense. You need some pieces around you. But a game like this, I both loved and hated, honestly, because there's so many positives, so many great things here. But then also some things that I find inherently frustrating as well. I mean, the field felt wide open for Justin Herbert. And I don't mean like all the receivers were wide open. It just felt like Justin Herbert could just attack anywhere on the field. It just was so effortless, so loose, so comfortable. That like it just nothing felt contracted. You just could feel that anytime Justin Herbert called hike and had the ball and there was just like that beat, just that second to be like, okay, what's about to happen in this play now? You just felt that anywhere on this field could be attacked, just anywhere. And I think, and the broadcast team did a good job of kind of highlighting that sense. But then they only scored 20 points and you're just like, and the defense forced 3 turnovers on Geno Smith. And the defense made Geno Smith and that Raiders offense look like there was never a chance on this, to win this game. And yet there was a point in the game where if the Raiders score at that, I don't remember at the exact point, you're like, all right, it's kind of a game here right now. And for the life of me, the Chargers couldn't really convert third downs. And so, a game like this when you're just like, man, the Chargers were clearly the better team. Clearly, this wasn't one of those games where you're just like, this game's kind of getting a little weird. I know the Chargers are better, but like, man, I don't know. This feels weird right now. Like, it wasn't that type of game. It really wasn't. But like this game, the score should have been like 30+9. I mean, like it just, especially getting 3 turnovers. And so that's the thing when you're just like, I would love to see the Chargers be able to more comfortably put away a team like this because they had the opportunity to put away the Chiefs in week 1, and they didn't. They left the door open for them to come back, and I just want to be able to see them close the door more reliably, more easily. And there was moments in this game when they were in a position where they were really able to just take all the life out of the Raiders, just all the life out of them. And they didn't. And so I'm just like, all right, like this is now the next step for the Chargers, right? Because they've improved a ton since even just last year, but we know they can win. We know they can win tough games. We know they can win physical games. We know they can win high-level games. They need to, if they need to get into a shootout, Justin Herbert's obviously more than capable to do that. If it needs to be a tough defensive battle where now it's all about just the offense not making mistakes and being smart and trying to control the clock and just move the chains and kick field goals when there's field goals on the table, like we know they can win that, and I just would like to see them close the door, right? Just really just be like, this game is over. You're outmatched, outplayed, outmanned. It's over. And again, the game was over. It felt over really from the jump. Honestly, you're watching this game, and I never felt the Chargers were going to lose this game, but yet the score was still technically in the balance. And there was still a moment when it was just like, the Chargers do want to convert this. They're down here. If they don't, and if the Raiders score, like, things do start to get a little weird for a second, and then they don't convert that third down. And again, fortunately for the Chargers, the defense was still just like, nah, you can't do anything, Geno, in this offense. But I just would like to see more when you see some of those big plays that they were able to pull up. Like the 60-yard touchdown. That was gorgeous. That route was gorgeous. The whole play was gorgeous, and the timing at the play call was gorgeous. But they are struggling to get the run game going. 26 carries for 81 yards. Justin Herbert was the leading rusher with 31.9 carries. Like, I loved watching Justin Herbert's mobility, but I'm always skeptical. And I didn't get a chance to make this video for the Buffalo Bills yet, because that was kind of like a nothing game and not top priority to come running to make videos. Hopefully today I will. But it was just like in some of these games when it's clear you're going to win or you're clearly like in control and all this, like I always cringe when I see a quarterback take any extra hits in these types of games, because it's just like when you're winning and you're clearly controlling the game, it's like there's zero reason to take any type of extra hits in a game like this. And that's why, Josh Allen's breaking his nose or whatever, and you're just like, dude, you're dominating the Jets right now. Justin Fields can't do anything. Like, they're just a terrible team. There's zero reason to take any extra contact right now. And since Justin Herbert's been banged up, and we can see how important his mobility is, and his mobility really opens the things up right now, and it's awesome to see. So it's just like control the amount of contact that you're going to invite onto yourself. Colin's kind of been talking about this recently, about how, like, a lot of these injuries are on the quarterbacks, not taking care of themselves throughout the season, throughout the years that they have. These quarterbacks have to be better of minimizing the times that they get hit. And to me, the low-hanging fruit are games like this when it's like, yeah, I don't need to take any extra hits right now. Like, even Justin Herbert could have gotten concussed in that game. I mean, let's be serious here. I mean, he could have been knocked out of that game and then maybe now have to miss next week, concussion protocol and all that. And it's just like, not necessary. Not necessary. There's nothing about this game that is necessary right now. None of it. And so I just want to see smarter, more sustainable play in that regard, because this is a team that's on a positive trajectory. This is a team that can be awesome. This is a team that by next year could be genuinely dominant. I don't know if you can say that they're going to be dominant this year, because it doesn't seem that they 100% quite have the pieces offensively, in terms of being able to really pile on the points. And here's an example right here. Again, it's only week 2. But again, for some of the teams that I have high expectations on, I really want to be able to give as balanced of a take as I can. And for the teams that I have high expectations on, the team that you're, when you're playing a team that you're clearly just better than, it's like, I want to see you then really just cross your T's and dot your I's and just really take care of it all, because it's just like it matters most when you're playing the best teams, the top teams. And so I'm fascinated to see how the Chargers fare against the Broncos when they play the Chiefs again, when they're more at full strength. But this is all positive. It's definitely a great win. Just some still things that they, for sure, I'd love to see clean up. And I just want to see Justin Herbert also just take care of himself a little bit better, because his mobility is clearly matters and clearly really boost this offense in ways. But like in a game like this, you're playing the Raiders, you're winning 20-9, you're forcing 3 turnovers. I just don't want to see Justin Herbert being the leading rusher. And if it is, it's because he can comfortably get down or get out of bounds again and again and again. But he took a couple hits in this game, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, Justin, what are you doing, bro? Please. I mean, right now we have like 8 starting quarterbacks who are all injured and could be all missing games right now. I mean, J.J. McCarthy, Joe Burrow, Jaden Daniels, Brock Perry. I mean, like, it's crazy right now. So, you know, just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, because Justin Herbert's arm is just a literal golden arm. But those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about Justin Herbert and the Chargers? Clear that Harbaugh and Herbert are just elevating this Chargers team. Oh, that's the other thing, man. This is the last thing I'll say. Sorry. If you didn't already click off, they're up 2 right now, and the Chiefs are down 0-2. That should be enough for you to win the division. That gap alone right now, you have to imagine that the Chiefs are going to lose at least another game in their first stretch of 6 games. That they're at a minimum, they're just going to be 3-3 or something. At a minimum, that should be enough. That gap should be enough. Especially being able to win, already take a win from them. You're now up 2-0 in the division. The Broncos lost a game that they should have won. Both teams should be 2-0 right now, but it's not like that should be enough. That should be enough to win this division. No ifs and ends or buts, so take care of business. But now, those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about the Los Angeles Chargers? Is it clear that Justin Herbert and Harbaugh have elevated the Chargers? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single comment. It's whether you agree with me or disagree with me. Either way, let's get in some discussions, let's get in some fights, but ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We are building an amazing community here, and I absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all genuinely feel connected to, something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're well on our way to doing it. And please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much. See you next time.